Hey, turn me up a little. Yeah.
Hey, let me get a little more of that.
They know who we at,
man. Yeah.
We stay entertained. Yeah. We stay entertaining. Yeah. Hey, we stay entertaining. Hey, we stay entertaining. We stay entertaining. Yeah. Now turn me up, baby. Now turn me up. We stay entertaining. Yeah. Hey, we stay entertaining. Hey, we stay entertaining. We stay entertaining. Yeah. Now turn me up, baby. Now turn me up. Hey, we stay entertaining. Now go and check the ratings. We got them up through the ceiling like elevators. House of Vegas in the building, go going crazy. This shit was made for television. Pass the remote, baby. Now go and subscribe, comment, go live. Tell a friend to go and tell a friend. Make sure you tap in, cause we at it again. It's all entertainment, cause we stay entertaining. Yeah, stay entertaining. Yeah, hey, we stay entertaining. Hey, we stay entertaining. We stay entertaining. Yeah, now turn me up, baby. Now turn me up. We stay entertaining. Yeah, hey, we stay entertaining. Hey, we stay entertaining. We stay entertaining. Yeah, now turn me up, baby. Now turn me up, baby. Hey, turn me up a little. Yeah.
Hey, let me get a little more of that.
They know who we at, man. Yeah. We stay entertained. Yeah. We stay entertaining. Yeah. Hey, we stay entertaining. Hey, we stay entertaining. We stay entertaining. Yeah. Now turn me up, baby. Now turn me up. We stay entertaining. Yeah. Hey, we stay entertaining. Hey, we stay entertaining. We stay entertaining. Yeah. Now turn me up, baby. Now turn me up. Hey, we stay entertaining. Now go and check the ratings. We got them up through the ceiling like elevators. House of Vegas in the building. Stay entertaining. Yeah. Now turn me up, baby. Now turn me up. Hey, we stay entertaining. Now go and check the ratings. We got them up through the ceiling like elevators. House of Vegas in the building, go going crazy. This shit was made for television. Pass the remote, baby. Now go and subscribe, comment, go live. Tell a friend to go and tell a friend. Make sure you tap in, cause we at it again. Go live. Tell a friend to go and tell a friend. Make sure you tap in. Stay entertaining. Yeah, now turn me up, baby. Now turn me up. Hey, we stay entertaining. Now go and check the ratings. We got them up through the ceiling like elevators. House of Vegas in the building, go going crazy. This shit was made for television. Pass the remote, baby. Now go and subscribe, comment, go live. Tell a friend to go and tell a friend. Make sure you tap in, cause we at it again. Go live. Tell a friend to go and tell a friend. Make stay entertaining. Yeah. Now turn me up, baby. Now turn me up. Hey, we stay entertaining. Now go and check the ratings. We got them up through the ceiling like elevators. House of Vegas in the building, go going crazy. This shit was made for television. Pass the remote, baby. Now go and subscribe, comment, go live. Tell a friend to go and tell a friend. Make sure you tap in, cause we at it again. Go live. Tell a friend to go and tell a friend. Make sure you tap in. Tell a friend to go and tell a friend. Make sure you tap in.
Hey, you guys!
Hola.
¿Cómo estás?
Ben with the key.
Yes, Ben with the key. Who do we
Okay.
got in the building?
It looks like lots of people.
Yes, welcome to the exclusive show, guys.
Ooh.
Yes, we got It's Me, Wanston.
Hey, Wanston.
We got Cynthia Davis.
Hey.
Welcome in, welcome in. We got Yo, it's your boy Leo.
Hey, Leo.
How are you? How are you? We got LaTanya. Hey. Coming in from Edna's World.
All right now.
Yes, we got Super Bella Twins and Gabby.
Hey.
Shout out to a member in the building. Yes. Hello, Maldonado.
Hola.
How are you? How are you? How are you? We got Uniquely Lavish.
Hey, friend.
How you doing, boo? Welcome in. Welcome in. We got Kayla Ma in the building.
Hey, guys.
We got Eat to Live Strong. Hey, welcome in. Welcome in. Shout out to all the members. Hey. Welcome in. Welcome in. We got praying couple cooking series. Hey, welcome in. Welcome in. We got DC on demand.
Hey,
welcome in. Coming in from Edna's World. We got me and I in the building. Hey. How are you? Welcome in. Andrea. Hey, Miss Andrea.
Hey.
How are you? Welcome in. Shout out to you. And our lovely guest is backstage. Hello, Edna. How are you? Welcome in. We got YFC in the building.
Hey.
Welcome in. I did. That's Miss Andrea.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
It's going so fast I can't see.
Okay. Forever the Louise. Hey. Welcome in. Lewis's. Hey, we got Living Life with Lisa. It's Living Life with Lisa.
Okay, is you the real Lisa?
Or nah. All right, hold on. We got Auntie Nini. Hey, Lord, I got it. Hello, that chick T. All right. That chick T. Yes, how are you? Welcome in.
If we're jacking up anyone's name, please forgive us.
Yes, please forgive us. I was going to have a cocktail. I want to use the microwave and it sparked. Oh, ooh. No.
Not the microwave, spark, child.
Jesus. Be careful, Miss Andrea. Hello, One of a Kind blog.
Hey.
How are you? Welcome in. Thank you, YFC, for dropping Edna's link. Hello, Evolving Butterfly.
Hey.
Welcome in. All right. Eat to Live Strong is speaking. Hey, Amanda Boy.
Hey.
We got Big Daddy Beard Gaming.
Hey.
Welcome in, everybody. Shout out to all you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. All right, guys. So all the mods, you guys know what to do. Please drop our guest's link, which is Edna's World. Her YouTube channel and also her Instagram is in the description. And for you mods that do have to leave, we do ask that you give us a thumbs up in the chat to let us know that you are exiting the building. All right. Thank you so much. We appreciate you guys. Yes. Hello, Raymond Bestie. How are you? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. All right. And mods, make sure that you do welcome the guests as they come in. Hey, Tripping with Dre and Michelle. Hey. How are you? Welcome in. And if you guys do have questions, make sure you put an X.
Sure you put a 2.
Make sure you put an X in the chat, guys. Before your question, and if you are a member, you should have your little interview emoji where you can go ahead and ask your question for our guests. Yes, guys, shout out to all you guys that are in building. Shout out to all the members that are here. Shout out to all of you guys. All right. So yes, I believe we covered everything. Did we?
That looks like everybody, girl.
Yes, that's everyone. Shout out to Raymond in the building. Shout out to you. All right. Shout out to Eat to Live Strong. Shout out to each and all of our guests that's coming over from Edna's World. Shout out to all of you guys.
Yes, thank you everybody for being here.
Yeah, shout out to all of you. All right. We got one more minute before we bring up our guests.
Oh, not one more minute. I think she needs 5 more minutes back there.
We gonna make her sweat? Make sure you unsubscribe to Baboos, Watson, and Leo.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, guys.
It's actually Leo and Watson, but it's okay.
Yes.
L is before W, just for clarification.
She could be like, you know what? Listen.
I'm just saying, honey. We go over this all the time, Mary.
Yes.
All the time. L before W if you're doing it alphabetical order.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. All right. Welcome in, everybody. Shout out to all the mods that are here, all the members. You guys are totally amazing. All right, we got Big Daddy Bear Gaming in the building. Shout out to him. All right, welcome in, welcome in. Cynthia Davis, hello, how are you? How are you? And Gail Lamar says, tell them, Leo.
Okay.
Yes.
L1W.
Uh-huh. All right. We want Edna's World. Bring her up now.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Now we got demands, honey.
Yes. The audience
Ooh.
said, we want Edna. Bring her up now.
Okay, they said they didn't come for us tonight, girl.
Honey,
Ooh.
listen. Yes. All right, guys. Bring it to the stage. She is none other than the traveling queen, guys. We got a chance to meet her. It was so much fun, guys. She is none other. Everybody call her Miss Edna. We call her Edna's World. We call her our boo. Leah called her his Pisces queen. Edna's World, guys. Yes.
Hey.
Welcome to the show.
How are you?
Good. Welcome to the show, darling.
Happy Saturday. Thank you. You guys look so handsome. I'm up here bumming it with these grandbabies. It was stressful getting here, but I made it.
Yes.
Cheers to you guys for having me here.
Cheers. Cheers. Yes. Okay. Well, welcome to the show.
Thank
Relax,
you. I want to thank everybody in the chat. I've been trying to watch and keep up with the chat. I appreciate it, everybody being here. Hey, Miss Edna.
Hi, Miss Edna. Welcome in. Shout out to you. All right. So, you got the first one, or I got? Yes, you do. All right.
What's your?
About cruise. So this one will be first.
Oh, okay.
Yes. All right. Is you ready?
I'm ready.
All
right.
She's ready, honey. Okay, so the first one is easy. Don't overthink it.
Got you.
First question is, when did you first start traveling?
Oh, I've been traveling before I can even have memories of traveling. My family travels a lot. And I think when I was younger, I think the first trip I remember, we went to Canada. And I remember just standing in some big field. There's a picture somewhere of me in a big field of pink flowers. And I had to be like 5 or 6. And so I've been traveling forever. Like my family always went places, and we had like family reunions and family vacations. It was very important to my parents, and my mom loved to travel, and it just trickled into me. And then I always travel with my kids. And now as an adult, I just want to do more and more. So I've been traveling for a long time.
Wow.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that with us.
Have you ever had a bad experience on a cruise before? If so, what happened?
Oh, bad experience. Not well, you know what? It's probably not bad. It could have turned out bad because we almost got left. we almost missed the ship. For those that have been around my channel for a while, when I went on cruise with Kisha and Jennifer, we went on the first momcation, and we got so drunk in Jamaica that we almost got left. I'm talking. They calling our names as we coming down the thing, but we were so drunk, and they were literally about to shut the doors.
Oh my.
Yes. So that probably it was probably bad for them because they were so mad. They come banging on our door because you have to your ship card, you have to check in and out when you get on and off the ship. So we didn't check in when we came back on. And they had to come and make us check in. They were like banging on the door and everything. So that was a bit frustrating for them. And I guess another bad thing could have been when me and my husband cruised in 2019, and we got stuck in Hurricane Dorian, and we almost got, stuck in that. So our 2-day cruise ended up being 6 days.
Oh wow.
And we couldn't port in Florida because the weather was so bad with the hurricane, and the port docks were messed up and everything. And a lot of people were keeping track of where our ship was and sending me messages, and I had people calling my job, letting them know, because I was so scared I was going to get fired. So it turned out to be a good experience, but it could have been bad.
So when it's like a bad weather like that, they just stay on sea Until the storm is
Yeah.
over?
Well, if you can't dock, like we weren't able to physically bring the ship into Florida. So they had us sitting over in Cuba somewhere, just sitting there, circling. There was a lot of ships that were stuck. So if you can't, get out, there was a couple times where like the swells got really bad and the water was coming out of the pool and onto the deck and everything. But other than that, it wasn't like we couldn't tell we were in a storm. It's just that Florida was pretty bad before we could dock back in there. So
Okay.
those were probably the only two things that could have gone wrong, but luckily they didn't. So
Okay.
All right.
yes, no bad experience on the cruise so far. Knock on some wood.
Yes.
I've been
Thank God for that.
Thank God for that.
I've been on 17 of them. All been good so far.
Wow.
Okay.
17 cruises.
Well, there goes one of my questions, honey.
Oh.
Yeah, I had one question. Hold on. It's somewhere on the paper trail.
Okay.
All right. Let me write that down. 17 cruises, honey. So when I get to that question, I already know the answer, child. Okay. They said, is you cruising or not?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the next question is, what's your favorite place to travel to?
My favorite place to travel to, somewhere I have not been yet. So I can't say because I always want to see something different. And I always go by the quote from the Dalai Lama, once a year, go someplace you've never been before. So I try to do that every single year. And at the time, that's my favorite place. One of the places I've had the most fun was we had a cruise and we went to Aruba, and that was really nice. The island is gorgeous and the people are so nice. I really had a good time there. Or I guess locally, traveling to Florida is always fun because there's so many different things to do. The weather is usually always really great. It's not that far, so typically it doesn't take a whole lot of money to get there. So traveling to Florida is always a lot of fun as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What are, for someone that may have never cruised before or traveled, or, like for, let's say, a first time cruiser, what are some essential things the person would need to travel when going on a cruise?
In general, I would say cash. I prefer to use cash because you can keep track of everything that you're doing. And then, going to another country, if you're using your credit card or debit card, there's going to be so many different international fees that you have to deal with. So I would say to bring cash because it's easier. If you've never been on a cruise and you're worried about like motion sickness, then I would say get some kind of like Dramamine or something and have just in case. If you're normally a sensitive person to motion, I've never gotten seasick, but I know a lot of people who get, kind of woozy. And then just like your basic walking pharmacy, because buying anything on a ship is going to cost more money than you would normally pay like on land. So Tylenol, Tums, mosquito medicine, anything like topical creams, anything you could think of that you might need, just bring like sample packs of it and have it just in case, because you never know, you might need it. A nail file, a Band-Aid, all the little things you never think about, just keep them in a little bag and just toss it in there. Even if you don't need it, it's good to have it, because on the ship it will cost you a lot of money and it's not worth spending that, especially when you can get all that stuff in the dollar store, and just have it with you. So I think that's important to have right now, because of the state of the world. It's got to have your vaccination card, good to have a negative test, keep no track of your medical stuff like that. Anything that you take medically every day, you should have a good amount of, just in case you get stuck on the ship like we did. So if you take medicine every day and you're going on a 4-day cruise, then you might want to bring enough medicine for a 10-day cruise, just in case, because you never know what might happen. And then if you're supposed to get off Saturday, now it's Sunday and you don't have your medicine, that could be a bit much. Because even though they have a doctor and a little hospital on board, that's going to cost you a lot of money too.
Mhm.
And you don't want to go there.
But wait a minute. When they, say you have a boo boo or you pass out or something happens, okay, so you go to the nursing center?
Yeah, they have a medical center down on
Medical
the
center,
bottom
yeah.
deck.
Do you have to pay then, or can you like swipe later on, or like how does that work?
Well, they will charge you then. And I will say, hopefully he won't get mad that I say this, but a few years ago, my brother-in-law, he got sick on a cruise and he went down there and it was literally like $500.
Oh my
and
Lord.
they charged him and he had to set up a payment arrangement. But they
Really?
definitely, they want their change right then and there. I think
Oh,
they will
wow.
work with you because that's something that you hadn't planned on. And if you don't have, the funds readily available, if you don't have a credit card, they will, from what I understand, sort of make like a payment arrangement with you. But best believe they want their money. And when I went on a cruise a few years ago, it was like a 2-week cruise, and this lady fell from the stairs. She was walking down the stairs and she fell, and she like really hurt herself, and she had to be helicoptered off the ship. And when the Facebook group that we was in, she said that helicopter ride cost like $25,000.
What? So wait a minute.
She had travel insurance. I don't know how much the travel insurance covered it, but they literally billed her $25,000, and she had to work it out with the people that she had her insurance through to figure out what the payment was, because the not the Coast Guard, but the other people that come down with the helicopter, it's like everybody on the ship ran upstairs to the Lido deck to see it. I mean, the ladder, the people came down and put her on the stretcher and pulled her up. Like, she really hurt herself. She came back in our group a few weeks later to kind of say what was wrong with her. She was in a wheelchair for a while. It was crazy.
Did she get to sue for that?
No, she fell down the steps. I mean, I don't know if she sued, but I can't imagine. But she might have. Who knows?
Can you sue for something like that?
I don't know.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. I mean, I guess if it's your fault and they can prove that it's your fault, you probably can't. But
Jesus.
I hope I never have to find out.
Oh my God.
Because it happens a lot. You don't realize a lot of times, especially when the older people cruise, so many people die on cruise ships, and like you have to get them off, and you got to get your family. They keep them down in the morgue and all that. And those people had to pay for that. But let's just hope we never have to experience that part of cruising.
Amen. We have a question from the audience.
I didn't know
Yes.
we questions so early, Wilson.
Sorry. What made you start your locks, and how long have you been growing them? They are beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
From Uniquely Lavish.
I went natural. Like, I cut all the perm off my hair in 2012, and I literally had, like, my hair was like Wanson's. It was like a little teeny weeny afro, and I have never been one to be able to do my hair. Like, I'm not the stylist at all, so my hairstyles were like whatever. And in 2013, my husband started his locks, and I started taking care of the locks for him. And then, so in 2014, I just was like, I'm gonna lock my hair, because I just got tired of trying to do my hair. So they started out like really small, and I started it just because I thought it would be easier to take care of than trying to do my hair every day.
Mm-hmm.
And they did good. They got really long. I just cut them last June, but they were like down the middle of my back.
Wow.
They were really long, and I had a lot of fun when I first started, like, dyeing my hair. So they've been red and blue and green, and I've had lots of different colors, and it's just a lot of fun. But they started getting really heavy, and my hair was thinning and falling out when I had COVID in 2020. So last summer, I just wanted to kind of start fresh, and I chopped more than half of them off, and then slowly growing it back now.
Oh, okay. Somebody said a lady broke her leg. Oh, you talking about on the cruise?
Oh, Miss Edna. Somebody broke their leg on a cruise. She was on like people
Oh,
get
wow.
hurt. People really.
Yeah, that's why when you said fall down the stairs, I was like, well, maybe she broke her leg and that's why all that happened. Because I'm like,
I mean, I fell this past September when I cruised with my sister. It was raining. I turned and stepped wrong, and I fell. Like I could have hurt myself, but like you'd be surprised.
is there a lot of people on the cruise, or because like the ship is slippery?
No, at the time it was just raining, and I'm a klutz anyway. Another cruise blogger, nautical nurse Nancy, she just recently was hurt on the cruise ship. She was on a Royal Caribbean ship, and she was ice skating because they have an ice skating rink on theirs. She fell and she like really hurt her knee, and so she had to go like to the doctor and everything on the ship. She showed us, like, we got to see in her vlog what the infirmary looks like there and everything, and how they handled her being injured. Like they were able to take x-rays and all that type of stuff. Like they're pretty thorough on the cruise ship with their capabilities. They, they can't do a whole lot, but there's a lot that they can do. Because usually it's a few thousand people on the ship at a time. So, somebody's going to get sick.
Okay. Did they bring the right stuff?
Or
no?
Right?
Okay, the next question is, what's the best activities to do on a cruise?
For me, I would say I love doing trivia. That's a lot of fun. There's always something to do, like up on Lido deck. So there's dance parties, dance classes. I typically stick with Carnival a lot for my cruises. So they do like 80s night. They'll do 90s parties. They have clubs on board. So you go to the nightclub and get your party on. They have like different stage shows. So kind of like a mini Broadway show on stage, singing and dancing. A lot of them now have game shows on. One time I got to go and do, it's called Hasbro the Game Show. So you're playing like life-size versions of games we played as kids. So I was up there playing tic-tac-toe and Connect Four and stuff like that. You can do karaoke, which I love to do. I cannot sing a lick, but I sing karaoke on every cruise. There was one time we got to do this VIP show. We were on the stage. I signed us up for. It was just a lot of fun. Like I love to be able to get up on stage and do something. And if anybody would go with me, I'm like, sign us up. They have like love and marriage show. So you can go up and they'll do like who knows their spouse better and stuff like that. There's so many different things to do on the cruise ship. Or you could do nothing at all as well. Just sit by the pool and everything. But there's always something going on. They have a lot of live music that you can vibe out to. They have a casino, which I love. So I love
for a casino.
All right, spend that money, win that money, lose that money, honey.
Yes.
All in between. I love to gamble. They got bars, so of course we got to keep a drink in hand.
Yes.
And then they do have, usually they'll have a singles meetup. They'll have an LGBTQ meetup, and they have a meetup for people who are like in alcoholics. What do you call it? They call it like Friends of Billy or something, but it's for people who might have had a drinking problem, but they stopped drinking. So, you're on a cruise where it's like liquor all over. So they have meetups where you can kind of, chill out and not have to worry about if you feeling antsy to want to have a drink or you want to talk to somebody about that. So there's so many different things that you can.
Wow.
And I suggest if you haven't been on a cruise before and you go, to just like try to jump in on everything even stuff that you didn't think that you would like to do. Like on my cruise before last, I did a towel animal folding class, and that was really fun. I had never done it before, but I learned how to make towel animals because they put towel animals on your bed every day. So
you said towel animals?
Yeah, they make different little animals out of towels and they leave them on the bed. So they had a class to show you how to do that.
Okay, so it's like arts and crafts.
Yeah. Some of the ships have hi, thank you. Some of the ships have a sea day crafting where you do like they call it Make It with Michaels, and it's like you do arts and crafts on the sea day and everything like that. So fun.
All right.
We have a question from the audience.
Yes, from Uniquely Lavish. Have you ever taken a Norwegian cruise?
Not yet, but I will be in January. There's a big group cruise going on in January. It's called the Vloggers Extravaganza Cruise. And there's so many Veronica's going with me, Life with me.
Yes,
Hey,
Life with
girl.
me.
Okay.
So we're going to be on the Norwegian Breakaway in January. I cannot wait because this will be my first time. And there's going to be so many other cruise vloggers on there. It's going to be like cameras everywhere.
Life with V says, don't forget I won Deal or No Deal.
Yeah, they have a deal or no deal game on most of the ships now, and you can play along with it. If you buy a ticket or if you buy like a game board, 2 people get picked randomly. But if you don't get picked to go on stage, you get to play with them. So when they open their case, you open your case, and if you have matches, you can win. I think she won $50. When I cruised in August, I won like a photo album. I didn't win any money, but I won like a Carnival photo album. So
That's good though.
yeah, it was nice. You can put like a 8x10 picture in there. It's really nice. It's a lot of fun.
Okay. Jasmine says, when is the cruise?
The January cruise is January 29th. And that's on Norwegian. I am doing a group cruise. Hey, Mika. I'm doing a group cruise in August, the 11th through the 15th. And that's my groupcation. I have quite a few of my subscribers that are going on groupcation.
Yes. Okay, we will talk about that further into the
interview.
The interview. All
Okay.
right. Okay. Tell us about what you like about the Carnival Magic, and would you recommend it to someone to book?
The Magic was a really nice cruise. Yes, I like the mid-sized ships, so it was really nice. Me and my sister went on the Magic, and we went out of Florida, and the layout was really nice. We had a wonderful time. I would recommend it. I would recommend all the cruise ships. I have no, like, a lot of people like the new bigger ones now. I have no problems with the small ones, the big ones, the mid-size ones. I suggest going within your budget and what's good for you to get to. Sometimes it's easier to go to a port that's closer to you so you can drive instead of having to buy plane tickets. Or if you need, to go on a shorter trip, then it's probably best to leave out of Florida. If you don't mind a longer one, then you can leave out of like New Orleans or Baltimore or something like that. So it really depends on your taste, where you want to go. Also, if you want to go to Alaska or the Western Caribbean or Eastern Caribbean, there's so many different aspects of it. But I would honestly suggest any cruise ship. So far, I haven't had any problems with any of them.
Okay.
Okay. Next question.
Bring it.
What's your favorite food to eat on a cruise?
Guy's Burger. On Carnival ship, Guy Fieri, if you know of him and his fame.
Yeah.
He has Guy's Burger joint on the cruise ships, and his burgers are so good. On Carnival, they have sea day brunch, and I always get the banana cream pie for dessert. That is amazing.
Banana cream pie?
Yes, it's so good. It is so good.
Banana cream pie. Oh, because you don't like. He doesn't eat fruit. That's all.
I might try it.
It's gonna give you gas, girl. You
They
don't need no banana, nothing, honey.
They have a lot of different foods, like on the buffet on the Lido deck, or they have different specialty restaurants. Steakhouse is always good. That's for an extra fee. I do not like that chocolate melting cake. That is the worst thing ever created. And they know that. And it's horrible. It's like melted, undone cake.
Ew.
It's so nasty. And they love it. People swear by it. And I'm like, how do y'all eat this crap?
So is
Oh
there
my
like
God.
2 different areas to go for like
Food?
breakfast for food?
Oh, way more than 2. So they have the main Lido deck. That's usually like 9 or 10. They have a buffet. And they have a deli, and they have pizza. Pizza's 24 hours. Get the quattro formaggi. That's
You're only allowed to get 2, Leo. You don't need no more cheese.
Listen, you can't even have cheese, Mary.
Yes, it's 24 hours. And then they have the guy's burger. They have a place called Blue Iguana, and it's like where you can get tacos and burritos.
All right for tacos and burritos.
Yes, that is good. That's included. But then they have the main dining room. So you can go there for dinner, breakfast, C-day brunch. And then some of them have steak shops. They have sushi shops. It's like a bunch of different. Some of them you have to pay for. A lot of the ships now have a seafood shack. You have to pay for that, but they have really good shrimp and crab legs. So it's so many places to eat. Like you'll never be hungry.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Now you talked about the burger. What makes the burger so good from your average everyday burger?
I think like it has like a nice little crispy edge to it. I love a good crispy edge on stuff. And it's like so flat. They flatten it so much. And then they have this signature donkey sauce. I don't know what's in it, but it's really good sauce. And then they have a toppings bar where you can put whatever. And they have what they call SMC, super melty cheese.
Mm-hmm.
So you get cheese on it. It's just like covered and melted. And then they have fries. And the fries are kind of like those the fries with the skin still on them.
Oh no, my diet is gonna go out the window in August.
Ooh.
With some
Not
kind
you
of
on a
like
diet,
seasoning
girl.
on it. It's just really good. And then of
That
course
sounds so good right about now.
you gotta make it messy. It's so much better when you got
Jesus.
like mayonnaise and ketchup and mustard and just throwing bacon, just a whole bunch of stuff on there.
There goes our diet, huh?
There is no diet. Cruise calories don't count.
Oh, okay. We have a question from the audience from Living Life with Lisa. She said, "What advice could you give to someone whom has never cruised before?"
Good question.
I would just say, try it all. There's so much to do. Like map out your day, and specifically if you cruise Carnival. I've done Royal and Bahamas Paradise, but it's been a while. If you're doing Carnival, they have a hub app. And once you get on board, they have the daily activities. So you can heart stuff that you want to do or that you might be interested in. And they will ping you a little message to let you know, oh, it's coming up in 10 minutes or whatever. But I would say try everything that you want to do and always get off the ship. Some people don't like to get off the ship if they've been to a port a bunch of times or whatever, but there's always something to do. Like get off the port, go see the area. The locals really depend on our money to help them. You know, it's like these small islands. They need the money. They need the business. So go buy a t-shirt.
We have another question.
Another question from the audience from the Humes Empire. Do you like Fahrenheit 555?
So that's one of the steak shop. It's a steak shop on the ships. Okay. I haven't been to Fahrenheit. I have been to David's Steakhouse, which is on the Carnival Pride a few times because I've been on the Pride a few times, and I did love that one. I haven't tried Fahrenheit 555, but I heard that it's really good. I know Veronica, I believe, has been in there, but the steakhouse is usually $35 per person. Like that's an extra charge if you want to go to steakhouse. If you want to try it, go on the first night because you get a free bottle of wine.
Ooh, We should go.
Oh, and we love it free, honey.
We should go.
Free is my favorite. You get a free bottle of wine, and then it's like a 4-course meal. It's really good, and they bring out the cuts of meat, and you get to choose which one you want. You know, they bring a little sample out on a rolling tray, and you're like, give me that one, and they cook it how you like it and everything. It's a really good experience. You get to, you know, dress a little nicer, because it's like a little bit more upscale. But for $35, you can't beat it because it's really nice. It's a good thing that you could try if you want to have a good romantic evening.
All right, for romantic evening, honey.
Yes.
So wait, what do you normally buy when you get off the ship to go to one of these ports?
Right now, if I haven't been to a port before, I will buy a magnet and a shot glass. I always get my daughter a magnet. I always get my son a t-shirt everywhere I go. Other than that, I try to look for liquor that I can't get at home. So I try to go to a local liquor store and buy something that looks interesting to me. A lot of the Caribbean makes amazing rum, so I love.
Yes. Oh my
I love
God.
to bring home
Take
some
me
rum.
to the Caribbean rum.
Not you gonna be drunk the whole the cruise trip.
Let me tell you the best one. If you go to Grand Cayman, like when you get off the port, there's this big liquor store, and they sell BBD, Big Black. You know what? BICK. I don't know if I can say that here, but that's the name of the rum. It's the best rum ever. They have like.
Wait, time out. Pause. Everybody stop.
Stop.
The name of the rum is called that?
Yes, sir.
And this is something you drink?
Yes.
And this is on an island?
Yes. There's a pirate on the bottle, and it's called Big Black.
What is in it?
It's rum. I don't know what's in it, but
you say that like I drink rum. I don't drink rum, girl.
They have regular rum. They have like banana. They have coconut or pineapple. They're all amazing. It's the smoothest rum I've ever tasted. Somebody just put up. They said, "Mama Juana." Yes, me and my sister, we went to.
Isn't that a form of weed or something?
No, it's a liquor.
Oh.
We went to, I think it was Costa Maya in Mexico, and we had some of that at the beach resort we went to. It's so good. It's definitely a good one, and that was in Mexico. And we went to a distillery where they were like giving us samples and stuff. It was really good. So that's what I normally buy when I go to a port.
Okay.
I don't do a lot of souvenirs anymore, just because I've been to a lot of places, and I will find.
Oh, okay. So when you're at the port, do you have to have cash, or do they take cards?
Most of them prefer cash. Some of the stores might take a card, but there will be an international charge that you'll see. Yeah, and I have trust issues, so I'll be like,
how much is the international fee?
It depends where you are. I've had some be $10. I've had some, and it's never like right there. It'll be like 5 days after you come home, you'll see a charge come off your thing, and you're like, "What in the world?" And if you're not ready for it, you know.
Oh, not you ain't built for it. Okay.
Hey, sometimes the struggle be real, and I'm like, I didn't budget this in, so I prefer to just take cash. And if you do take cash, try to keep a good mix of small bills. Because, I mean, they want our business, but they also are hustlers. So if some costs $15 or $17, and then they're like, "Oh, I don't have change," they just want you to give them a 20 and think you're gonna walk away. Like, no, I'm gonna need my change.
Ooh.
So try to keep, a good
dollar bills,
dollars and 5s and 10s. Yeah.
All right, dollar bills, honey.
Yes, and I mean, just bring it. Keep it safe on your body, and if
somebody said cash is king on them ports. Oh,
yes.
Okay.
If you don't use it all, then you just go back home and put it back in your bank account.
Okay.
All
right.
Well, that's good to know, because you don't want to just walk around with a whole bunch of cash. You know what I mean?
Well, we'll be taking cash.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, Miss Mary, she just said that, girl.
Yeah.
I said you don't want to walk around with a whole bunch of cash.
Yeah, you keep it secure though. I always keep a backpack with me or a fanny pack, because I can keep everything
Yeah.
where I can see.
Is there a
I'm not-
limit of what type of cash you should carry with you, or?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, and they will definitely take American money over their money because ours is worth more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And make
Us
sure
Americans, honey.
if you buy something, unless you collect foreign money, because my husband, everywhere we went, he always wanted to get some foreign money to collect. But if you don't collect it, make sure that they give you cash for your change. So if they owe you $3, don't give me $3 Bahama dollars. I want $3 American dollars. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Because they will try that sometimes too.
we hanging out with you the whole trip, y'all. I'ma just pass you the coin, honey,
Yes.
and you get,
I
because
got
they ain't
you.
about bamboozle me, honey.
Yeah.
No, that's
Mm-mm.
right.
All right. So 6 years ago, you took a trip to Grand Tuck. How was the experience?
Oh, Grand Turk. Oh, that was a great time. Me and my husband went there, and Grand Turk has a beautiful beach. Soon as you walk off the port, there's a beach right there, and it's free. And you can just sit down. The water's right there. The ship is like it's a tender port, meaning you have to get on a little boat to take you over.
Mhm.
I think it's a tender port because the ship just sits out there in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
It's really nice. The water is beautiful. They have a Margaritaville at the end of the port with like a big swimming pool, so you can just hang right there. A little further down the beach, they have a place called Jack Shack, and it's like a little family-owned jerk business. So they do like jerk chicken and stuff like that, and it's very popular. And we did an ATV tour, which was so much fun. So that was our first time riding on the ATVs, and we rode all around the island. And like in your headset, it was like speakers. So our tour guides were talking to us, and it was like two young guys, and they were just cracking jokes and having a lot of fun. And we just rode all around, and we got to see some ocean life and we held like a porcupine and a turtle and stuff like
Oh,
that.
wow.
It was a lot of fun.
Well, don't
It was a lot
porcupine spike? They come with the spikes, don't they?
Yeah.
Stick you?
Yes, it was a little one. I got a picture holding it, but it was a lot of fun. And
How big do they grow? Do you know?
I don't know. We had a little one, thank God, but it was a pretty big turtle that I held, and it was like one of them. It was flapping, so it was like slapping you and everything.
Mhm.
Flapping? Oh, you mean
Yes.
its arms or legs or something?
Yes, it was flapping.
Because it was out of the water, honey.
Mhm.
They said,
It
what in
was
the
like
world?
I ain't signed up for this. Don't be using
Okay.
me for entertainment, but it was a lot of fun. Grand Turk is really nice, and we had lunch at the Margaritaville, and the people there walking around, they just poured shots down your throat, and
Oh my.
yeah.
Do they warn you before it's about to go down your throat, or they just grab you?
Yeah,
And
they'll
start
just be
pouring?
like, if you turn up, and they're like, yeah, so you're like this, and they're like, you're like, okay, thank you, free
Oh,
shot,
and it's liquor.
it's liquor, right
Okay.
out the bottle.
Oh my God.
Wow.
They do know COVID is out here, right, girl? You got to be careful doing that, honey.
Yeah, they
Mask
put
up,
it
honey.
far away from your mouth, so it's not. I don't know if they do it now because of COVID, but this was back then when we went. It was a lot of
You
fun.
don't want to mess up a good person's outfit, honey.
Mm.
Not they don't know where your mouth
Outfit, you going on the port? All you need is a bathing suit.
is. Ooh.
Yeah, we don't be wearing clothes on port days. You put a bathing suit on and the cover up, and that's what you wear all day.
Ooh.
A lot of
All
fun.
right.
Grand Turk was really good. I liked Grand Turk.
So what do you wear on your feet the whole time you're on a cruise? Like, do you have slippers, shoes, sneakers? What do you prefer? That's comfortable.
I prefer flip flops.
Okay.
I always bring flip flops. If I know I'm going to do an excursion on a cruise, I will bring sneakers because it's more comfortable to walk in. If you're doing something where you're like in a Jeep, or if you're doing like the ATVs, and you have to wear closed-toed shoes. But I bring 3 shoes on the cruise: a sneaker, a flip-flop, and 1 shoe that I could wear for dinner every day. But most of the times I will just wear my flip-flops. I will put on some shoes on a formal night, but that's it.
Oh.
Mhm.
Yeah, I want to be comfortable. They're lucky if I wear shoes at all.
Does sand get in your feet?
Oh yes,
Okay.
sand get everywhere. Usually when I'm a beach person. Like the ocean is where I need to be. So I'm in the beach. I'm in the sand. I'm in the ocean. I'm sitting on the edge. So when I go back to the cabin and I'm taking a shower, it's always a pile of sand. I always feel so bad for my room steward because I know the next day when they have to come clean my room, they'll be so mad at all the sand that be in that shower because I'm the beach girl. So I get
Oh,
everywhere. It be everywhere. And make sure you bring your sunscreen. I'm so horrible at the sunscreen, but you know, we tan too. I always come back 2 shades darker.
okay.
Yeah.
They said, "Is you crispy
Or
or
no?
no?"
Yeah.
Always. My skin be
We have a
peeling.
question from the audience.
From your favorite couple,
Hey guys.
what has been your least favorite ship?
What has been your least favorite ship?
Least
or
favorite
port?
ship or port?
My least favorite port was Panama. We went to Panama, and it just I wasn't vibing with it. The people were not very friendly. And a lot of the ports are like, you know, it's beautiful, the beaches and all that, but they also all have their own grief-stricken areas, you know, the housing and the streets and everything. It was a little run down to me, worse than the other ones, but you know, that's their home. But the locals were not very friendly. And I didn't like any of the activities that we did there. So that wasn't my favorite port. My least favorite ship probably was the Triumph, which has since had a name change, and I believe it's now the Radiance or something like that.
Mhm.
But the Triumph, it's going through some troubles. Like years ago, they had a fire on the ship, and then it was dubbed the poop cruise because the people were stranded, nothing was working, the entire ship was like covered in poop, and you know, because
Oh my.
the sewer couldn't work and everything. So we went on that in 2016. We did a family vacation. And when we got on the ship, we had like 3 rooms. My daughter had a room, my brother-in-law, and we did, and all 3 were flooded when we got on. Like the bathroom had flooded and messed up. So they had like them big dryers drying the floor. They ended up giving us like $100 on board credit for our trouble. And then but the rest of the cruise, it literally smelled like poop on our floor.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, we still had a good time. And plus the layout of that ship was so weird. To get to places, it was weird to remember where the stuff was. You had to go back and down and around. But other than that, like, we still had a good time. But
Wow.
that was my least favorite.
Wow. We have a question from the audience
Mhm.
from the Humes Empire. Says, do you typically overpack for a cruise, or do you pack just enough?
I underpack. I do not look, I am so not like the packer. I have just enough to get me through. You get 1 day outfit and 1 night outfit from me. Even like boarding day, I don't change my clothes. Once I'm dressed for the day, that's it. I'm not a person that needs 5 and 6 outfits. I bring 3 things to wear on my feet. I bring some deodorant, some lotion, some toothpaste, and that's it. And some medicine. Long as I got my cream for my bad knee, that's it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
We have another question from the audience.
From the audience.
Thank you for the question.
Yes, the Humes Empire. Have you ever been on the Vista or the Horizon?
Yes, I've been on the Horizon. Shameless plug. Go check my playlist. I got some Horizon vlogs. We went on the Horizon in 2018. We sailed from New York. That was amazing. That's where I met Laverne on the Horizon. And we went to Bermuda. The Horizon, it's like a really good ship. We went in May, and we were celebrating my husband's birthday and my son's birthday because their birthdays were 6 days apart. And so we had birthday party. They brought us, we had cake and all things like that. And we had Mike Pack was our cruise director, and he was awesome. He's like one of the popular cruise directors with Carnival. And we had a really good time. We had the electric white night party, which is always fun. So we had a really good time. The horizon and the vista basically look exactly the same. The layouts are the same.
Okay. They said the horizon is nice. We went in October. Okay.
It's a really good ship.
Well, come through, Horizon.
Yes, we
Horizon.
we have another question from the audience. How do you get the wine on board? From Uniquely Lavish.
Well, technically, you can bring wine on. That's perfectly legal. Every adult 21 and over can bring one bottle of wine or one bottle of champagne on board. They allow you to do that. If you do, make sure you bring your own cork or get the kind with the twist cap, because if they open it for you, they charge you $15. So you don't want that. Bring your own cork. And then
That's the thing that opens it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, now they charge you $15.
I'll be buying our wine and put it in a suitcase.
You better go bring one of them things, beer can.
Just open it in your room, and they always have wine glasses in your room. So pour your cup before you go to dinner.
Question.
Yes.
While we're talking, I don't know what made me think of it, but I had to ask. Has there ever been a fight on a cruise?
They have. I've never seen one on my cruise, but I have seen videos of people fighting. Let me come back. I want to finish before I lose my train of thought real quick. She might be talking about how do you get illegal alcohol on board.
Oh, not illegal.
I do have a couple videos on how to smuggle, but typically I usually get rum runners. You can get them on Amazon. It's a little bag. It's all plastic. The trick is plastic, nothing metal. And then it's clear. So what you do is you need to fill it up, take the air out so there's no air bubbles. And then put it in your clothes, like wrap it in a pair of jeans or wrap it in something and, kind of put it in the middle of your suitcase.
Mm-hmm.
They do have other things that you can get, like fake shampoo bottles or sunscreen bottles. I have done those. You can do that. Right now, what I have been doing, and hopefully the people never find out and want to pat me down, I will wear it on board. If it's plastic, I get little mini plastic bottles of liquor or put it in a rum runner, and I'll have it in my pocket or my bra. It's good to have a healthy chest because I can hide some stuff in there.
Not a healthy chest.
Shout out to the people with the healthy chest.
Just walking on board. That's what I've been doing the last few cruises.
Okay. Do y'all got healthy chest? Or no?
Yes, you do, girl. Get that good bra.
All right.
So there's ways. There's lots of ways to get your liquor on board if you don't want to pay for it.
Yes. All right.
I had a question, but I crossed mine out because I think you answered it already. But go ahead.
About the fight?
No, it was what's the best cruise you've been on?
The best cruise I've been on, I would say, was the Carnival Sensation. Was it the Sensation? The first momcation that me and Kisha and Jennifer went on.
Okay.
We like that. We had such a great time. We went to Grand Cayman. We went to Jamaica. It was in October, so it was a Halloween cruise.
Oh, cool.
So we won the costume contest. We dressed up like a shot of tequila. So I wore green, and I made this little hanging thing. Well, my husband made it, and it was like a lime that we colored. So I was the lime. Kisha wore gold, and she had a sign that had some Jose Cuervo on it. So she was the tequila. And Jennifer wore white, and we made her a sign, and she was the salt. And we were a shot of tequila. And then we went bar to bar to this trick or treat, and it was like a trick or treat activity they had. And then at the last bar, everybody got a free shot of tequila because we were tequila.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
That's amazing.
Okay.
How many times within the year do you travel?
I probably would say 5 to 6 months out of a year, I go somewhere. Last year I traveled 9 months. Like
Mm-hmm.
once I traveled 9 times last year. Oh, so I try to go. I try to do something every few months.
Okay.
Yeah, I love to. I love to go. I love to do and see, and I try to do it in the cheapest way possible.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm always looking for deals and discounts and going on different websites to find what is the cheapest that I can go and still have the most amount of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Because I believe vacation is important.
Amen.
Amen.
We all need a vacation, honey.
Yes.
Yes.
We do have a question from the audience, the Humes Empire. How do you feel about the Cheers package?
Yes, come through, Cheers package.
Yes, now I love it. I had it for the first time in last month. I went on a 3-day cruise by myself, and I was like, I'm gonna try the Cheers package. And let me tell you, it was the best because you didn't have to worry about just to go to the bar, have a drink. Normally, I just keep money on my account, and I just keep track and have like several drinks a day of what I know I'm gonna like. The drinks typically range about $11. It'll average about $11 a drink.
Mm-hmm.
The Cheers package is like $56 a day, and you can have 15 alcohol drinks throughout from like 6 a.m. to 6 a.m. And then you can have unlimited soda, water bottles, coffee, milkshakes, all that stuff is included. But you can have 15 drinks. You have to wait 5 minutes in between drinks. But I so enjoyed it. I tried so many new drinks that I never tried before because I'm like, oh, I got the Cheers. I might as well get it. And I did good. I made 2 nights I had 10 drinks. And one night I made it to 14. So I worked it out, and I literally it paid for it. It covered it. It paid for itself. So
Okay.
So wait, you have 14 drinks in one day?
I did.
Oh my goodness, that's
So-
not a lot of drinks.
So
It
without the
is.
Cheers package, what's included in your cruise package? Like without the Cheers package, it's just like juice and water.
Yes, they have like up on the Lido deck, they have lemonade, they have iced tea, which is not sweet. Keep that in mind. And then just like water. So that's included. If you want other things like sodas, you have to pay for, but you can bring on 1 case of soda. Each person can bring on a case of soda. So if you like sodas, you have to carry it on, but you should bring it, because if you want a soda randomly, it's like $2 and some change for a can of soda.
Oh wow.
But you can bring your own 12 pack, and most of the ships have refrigerators in the rooms, or
Okay.
you can just get ice and have it that way. But I believe the Cheers package. I'm gonna try to do that every time now because it's really worth it. The only thing is all adults in the room have to get it. So if you get it, then Leo has to get it. Unless you're rooming with somebody under 21. But
Okay.
if you're a drinker, I think it's worth it. I really like it. I'm surprised it took me this long.
All right.
We have a question from the audience.
From the Humes Empire. Do you have any crazy cruising stories?
Any crazy cruise stories? I guess it depends what you mean by crazy. I'm trying to think. I don't know if too much stuff happened. Well, on my last cruise, one of the ladies, I missed what she did, but she cut up in the comedy show, and she got cussed out by the comedian that was on board. And then like a couple of days later, she came into the show and everybody was laughing because they remembered her. Shout out to Margaret. She's funny. She's hilarious. I'm trying to think. Aside from us, we almost got kicked off the ship.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think what else might have happened. We had a lot of fun on my groupcation in 2020, and we had like an hour cocktail party of free drinks, and we all got really drunk on there and just was cutting up around the ship. But I can't think of anything like crazy that happened on any of my cruises.
Okay. We have a question from the audience from Drew TV. How many different places have you traveled
Mm.
and cruised to?
I wish I could see my map here. This is all the places I've been. I have traveled a lot of places. I've been on 17 cruises, so I've been to Jamaica, Bahamas, Mexico. I've been to Canada. I've traveled to like Niagara Falls. I've been to California. I've gone a lot of places. Travel is really important to me. So I've been to Costa Rica, Bonaire, places like I would have never gone if it hadn't been for cruising. Like I never even heard of Bonaire. This summer we went to Bimini, and I was like, I never even heard of Bimini, but we went there. I've been to I said Mexico already, right? I've been to St. Martin. That was really nice. I went to a butterfly farm there, and that was amazing. I've been to Bermuda, and then a lot of local states here as well. So I've been to a lot of places.
Wow.
Oh, now somebody died, child.
Jesus. We have a question from the audience. Cynthia Davis says, craziest cruise story when JT fell off the bunk.
No, that was Kisha. We went and we shared a cabin, all three of us, and it was like bunk bed and then a flat bed. And Kisha had the top bunk, and she had to walk up the ladder, and literally like every night she'd come down the ladder in the middle of the night and she would fall because she's just clumsy. And she had so many bruises on her legs that it looked like we were beating her up.
Oh my God.
She was so bruised. And it didn't help that we were literally drunk basically the whole cruise. So she tried to climb up there, drunk and crazy. That was Kisha that fell. If you ever check my playlist and you go back and watch the first Momcation in 2018, it was just ridiculous. But it was so fun. We had a ball.
All right. So the next two questions, you can take your time, breathe if you need to. All right. And if you need to pause, just let us know.
But do you want me to go to my question? Or you want to read yours? And then
go to that one first. We're going to do hers and then we'll go back to this.
Okay.
What are you on? Number 6?
6 and 7, yeah.
Okay. Next question is, do you have any pets?
I do. I have one dog, Joy. She is a pit bull, and she is almost 10 years old. And we've had her since she was 2 months old. So we've had her for a long time. And she's a big spoiled brat, but we love her. And she's the sweetest dog ever. Like, I was so nervous to get a pit bull because we've always had kids and a lot of people in and out the house. And all I've ever heard was like, war stories about pit bulls and everything. And I told my husband, I was like, it has to be a good dog. But she's been the best. Like, and we got hyper kids and they just climb over her. The baby will just literally put her whole hand in Joy's mouth and just look around, and she will not bite her. She's the best.
Wow.
Yeah, so
that's amazing.
She's a gray pit bull.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's sleeping.
Oh, all right. Okay, so take your time, breathe if you need to. For those that don't know in the audience, Mr. Al, your husband, passed away about a year and some ago. How was that experience and what happened?
It was 15 months ago. He in March of 2019, he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. And so in like April, he started chemotherapy. And so he did that for a few months. And then that summer in July, he had surgery where they they removed most of his pancreas and his spleen and his gallbladder, and then they thought they got all the cancer, which, well, they did get it all. And then he continued with chemo and was getting better. And then, so we went through that whole process. And then in 2020, early 2020, the cancer metastasized and spread to his liver. So he had to start chemo all over again, a stronger chemo, which is what made all his hair fall out. He had thick, beautiful, long locks, like down to his butt, and they were literally just coming out of his head. We vlogged his journey of cancer. There is a playlist of his cancer journey where we documented a lot of his treatments and surgery and all of that. And there is a video where we cut off all his locks, but the chemo was so strong that I could just do this and it would just come off like it was never attached to his scalp. And so it just started spreading, and it just his organs got a lot weaker and everything. And then they just got to the point in October of 2020 where they were like, there's nothing else that we could do but manage his pain. And so they don't tell you like, okay, it's going to be 3 weeks. It's going to be whatever. They just say, we're just going to manage his pain. And after that, it just all kind of was a big blur, like they stopped the chemo Monday and 2 days later he died.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was surreal. It was weird to go through. It was all in the middle of the pandemic, so like nobody else could be there. Once they knew that he was going to pass away, they said, call people to come in. And so like my family, my mom and Kishan Jennifer and his sister, his family came in, and that was it. And we were allowed to see him, in a room, and we all just kind of prayed over him and everything. He was like really big on the Jamaican culture, and his final wish was to have his ashes dropped in Jamaica.
Okay.
So on his birthday after he passed, we went, it was like 30 of us, and we went to Jamaica and put his ashes where he wanted to be. So there's that. It was nice. It was a beautiful trip. And I was happy that I was able to do that for him to be where he wanted to be. And I do want to say that when he was going through the chemo, my job they wouldn't let me take, medical leave, family medical leave to take care of him. And I just kept expressing that I wanted to quit my job because I needed to take him the treatments and everything. And this is one of the things I love about YouTube. The cruise community, they held a 24-hour marathon for us. And 17 different channels went live for an hour. They switched off, and people donated to our GoFundMe so they could raise money for me to quit my job and stay home and everything. And in 24 hours, they raised $9,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amen.
It was crazy. And that was like mid-July. And after that, I literally went to work and put my 2 weeks in, and I had no plan. I was just going on faith. I was just like, I don't know what we're gonna do, because he was getting some disability, but that wasn't a lot. I cashed in my 401k, and I was like, I'm just gonna do whatever. And then people, I had people become a member to my channel. Other people donated. I would randomly get like cash apps from people. And I was able to, I left in July 31st, 2020. And I
My God.
remember it was the day after my granddaughter was born, and that was my last day of work. And so we got to spend every day together for 3 months before he died. And there was some things that he wanted to do. So we got permission from the doctors to go to California, because he always wanted to see the Pacific Ocean. So we went to California, and my son went with us so he could help me with him, because he was having trouble walking and everything. So we went to California. He got to see the ocean. We went to spend time with a friend in Virginia. So we did a few things. We spent time at my sister's house and stuff like that. And he just got to do a few things that he wanted to do before he died. So that was like a good thing. And I was happy that like there was just so many good people in the world that wanted that for us. And it was awesome. So we had to deal with it. And it was hard. It was really hard, but it's life. You gotta deal with it, you know what I mean? So
Thank you so much for sharing. All right.
thank you for asking. I like to talk about him whenever I can.
So this is the last question.
Okay.
Do you feel now at this present time that you're slowly, gradually healing from the loss of Mr. Al?
I am. I was once I got him where he wanted to be, there was like a sense of peace that happened. Like that was his wish. So I was like, okay, I fulfilled my part of being his wife. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like his final wish in life was to be in Jamaica, where he wanted to be for eternity. So I did that. So now it was like, okay, come home. And you still miss him, like I always tell people now that are in relationships and marriages, like cherish each other, you know what I mean? Because you never know. And me and him, we were together for 10 years, and we had a wonderful relationship. Like people that know us personally always talked about how we had this weird like fairy tale thing, and it all just like he proposed after 6 months. Like we just knew. We never argued, we never fought, like we didn't have anything to fight about. So I try to let people know, like tell them that you love them, cherish them. Don't, if they want to hug you or if they want to be playful, like don't push them away, because like you never know that they're going to be gone, and then you're going to miss. Like I think last year I traveled so much because I didn't want to be home.
Mm-hmm.
It was quiet, it was different, you know what I mean? It was like you're just looking at their stuff and you don't know what to do with it, or you miss like the little things nobody tells you about that you'll miss, like the random kiss. Or he had a thing where he always would steal my phone and hack my Facebook and make some crazy post like, oh, I just scratched my butt or something, and everybody would know it was him. Like he always did that. And like that's the little stuff that I miss, like him hacking my Facebook page, because everybody got a kick out of it. And he loved to travel too. And I could be like, I want to do this, and he'd be like, okay. He never told me no, which I said I feel so bad for anybody that tried to date me now, because they'll be like, what you mean no? I could be like, I need something or I want to do this. And he'd be like, okay, let's do it. Like he was so supportive of anything that I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's important. And I was watching your video earlier where y'all were doing the love questionnaires. And one of the things that Leo was saying was that he loved how Weinstein supported him, like your growth or the business stuff, like you got your support from him. Something you were saying about that, and I was thinking to myself that's very important to have somebody that will support you with what you want to do, and I think that's something I think that people should cherish. I have now, like I've never been a sad person. Like I'm always happy and chipper and wanting to do things. And it took a while for me to get back to that.
Mm-hmm.
But now I've learned to balance like my happy with the sad. Like right now, talking to y'all, talking about him, like I'm usually fine unless I have to talk about him and it'll make me emotional, which is fine because I'm a crier anyway. I'm a Pisces. That's what we do, you know? We go from here to here. Like we don't got no in between. It's off or on. So
Amen to that.
So I'm like right now doing this, but like 2 seconds from now, it could be, hey, we're good. And I let myself have those waves of emotions. So we went to New Orleans last year for momcation. And in the middle of a nightclub, I had a breakdown, lasted a couple of minutes, and then I'm back to my little fake twerking. You know, you have to let it happen because if not, I'm not good at bottling stuff in. I gotta let it out. So if you're around me and I'm acting crazy and crying, just let me have it and then I'll be back.
Okay. I'm gonna ask one more, then you can have to
Knock
the rest.
yourself out, girl.
So do you feel that the YouTube community and your channel has helped you grieve and be able to express yourself?
Oh yes. Like this is the perfect outlet for me because I'm such a believer in putting things out in the universe.
Mm-hmm.
And if I feel like there's something that I want to say, I would just put it out there. I've always like took pictures and videos. And when I found out I could put it on YouTube, I was like, oh, this is awesome. Because now we can go back. You know, people have seen my grandson who's 6. When I started vlogging, he was literally like 5 months old. And they've seen him. I've had people that have been here that long and they've seen him grow. You know, my granddaughter, Drew, people watched my daughter give birth to her because I'm vlogging her birth experience. Like people see her coming out in the world and now they see her to the point where she's walking and talking and people feel connected to you. And I love it. And I can go back and see that. If I wasn't vlogging, like my husband's gone now I can go back. I don't watch a lot of the videos with him in them because they make me emotional. But if I feel like I want to hear his voice, I can go watch a video. If I wasn't vlogging, I wouldn't have that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's like I can literally go watch a video of him doing something that he loved and I can sit and watch it and have that memory and be like, oh, I remember that. Or because of YouTube, like I've just met so many wonderful people. Like if it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't have met you guys. You know, I wouldn't have been in your house eating your food. It's like, you know, like you just kind of like vibe with people. Like y'all didn't know us. Weinstein come, he off the train, he come there, and we're just like instant friends. And he's like, well, Leo really wanted to meet y'all. Y'all should come to our house. And we're like, okay. Y'all could have been waiting to chop us up into little pieces. And we're just like, we're gonna go, okay. Like that. But you feel like, you know, you meet people and you know people and you just like, it's crazy. I've met so many fantastic people just because of YouTube that I would have never met. And it's like the best thing ever. And a lot of times people will get so excited. Like when I'm on the cruise, even people that know that I'm coming and they're like, oh my God, you know, they meet me. And it's me. I get hyped to meet them because I'm like, I can't believe you want to meet me. You know what I mean? Like what? You really want to meet me and they want to take a picture and give you a hug. And I get so excited by that. And I'm just like, I can't imagine not talking to people and meeting people. And people always like, oh, you're a YouTube celebrity. I'm like, no, like I don't even have that many subscribers as a lot of other people, but I get so excited that somebody wanted me. And then now, like everybody else, like my friends, they get Maggie. Let me tell you about Maggie. This is another reason I love YouTube. Maggie, she is a 60-something-year-old white lady from Ohio.
Wow.
Shout out to Ohio.
Yes. And Maggie is like our auntie, our best friend. She's the best ever. And she has been on, we met on the cruise, and then she came on our groupcation. And then she came, we met her again in the summer. She went on a cruise with us. And she's just like the best, but it's only because of YouTube. Like, she watched my channel and she's like, I want to meet you guys. So we like, come on. And she's like hanging out with us. We drinking, we partying with this looks like somebody you would have never met. But she's like the coolest person on the planet. And I love it. And it's all because of YouTube. And I appreciate it. And it's like you do something that you love. Like I really just love putting videos out. And it'll be about nothing. It could be about something crazy or just me sitting there randomly blabbering about whatever's on my mind. People will watch it. People enjoy it. And then the perk is I happen to get a little kickback for it. So it's like in a perfect world, So I can't imagine not vlogging. It's crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You
the next one.
Okay. It's funny that you were talking about us because the next question is, how was your experience meeting the House of X?
Let me tell you what. When we was walking down the street and Winston was waiting for us, and I was like, how you see people, so you think you know what they look like or whatever. And I can't even remember how we became like channel friends. Maybe it was through Meet and I.
I think it was through Vernice.
Okay. And so like, you guys, I think you may have commented on a couple of things. And if people comment on my videos, I'll go back and watch their video because I know it's all about support. So if you watch my stuff, I'm going to watch your stuff and I'm going to comment on your stuff too. And then it sort of just and then it trickles over into Instagram and all that stuff. So when we announced that we were going to New York, and then you guys are like, we want to meet you. And I'm like, okay. So we're there, and Winston, I was like, I think this is him. I'm telling Kisha and Jennifer. And I was like, no, I think it's him. So me with my ghetto self, I'm like, Winston, in the middle of the street. He turned around, and then me and him, we both just yelling in the middle of the street, hugging, and people looking at us like, what is wrong with these people?
Yes.
But the fact that he didn't care, and he hollering my name while I'm hollering his name in the middle of the street, I instantly knew this is my people, because this is what we do. And then later on, here come Veronica down the street doing the same thing. We at the tree, and all I hear was Edna, and I'm like, my people. We just act the fool.
Yes.
And then like people don't know, like me, Kisha, and Jennifer, we always say we will show up. Like don't invite us somewhere because we're coming, because we love to interact with people. And I was so upset that Leo wasn't feeling good. And then he was like, well, you got to come to our house. I'm going to cook for you. And we're like, okay, tell us how to get there. I ain't never been on the subway. He's like, oh, you take this train and that train. I think we probably talked a million times. I'm like, what is it? Where are we going? How do we do it? And just the fact that y'all, you came and you got us and walked us and just opened your house to us and then cooked for us and everything. It was the best. It was such a great time. And then just the fact that we could all just sit there, even though we're all, we're vloggers, we didn't have to have the cameras out vlogging. We just really sat there and enjoyed each other's company and got to know each other and everything. And it was awesome. I loved it. And I can't wait for August to run around. Run around this ship with y'all.
Okay, August, is you coming
or not?
They need to hurry up.
She said she can't wait to meet us. We can't wait to meet you too.
Who's that?
Cynthia Davis.
Oh yes, Miss Cynthia's going. It's going to be so much fun. 180 days. Let's go.
Yes.
Oh,
right. Next question. What are some of your dislikes and likes about YouTube?
Dislikes. I guess I dislike the fact that you can't use music. I hate that copyright, especially in the cruising community, because on a cruise ship is music everywhere. And sometimes now, because I don't do it to gain, I don't want to be oh, I'm gonna be rich off of YouTube. Some of the times I don't care about the music in the background if what I really want to put out there is important to me, So I know when I go live at Sail Away that's never going to get monetized because there's so much music on there.
Mhm.
But I'm still going to go live because everybody likes the live Sail Away party. And I know that my subscribers want to see it. So I'm going to do it. And I can't worry about it not getting monetized because I also know that it'll come back to me in another way because I'm going to gain more subscribers, which will in turn get me more views on my other videos, So that's one of the things I don't like about it. But I guess, if I'm using Michael Jackson's music, they no, give us our money. I don't like the random trolls you get. I hate internet bullies. I hate that people go on the fact that you click on my video. First of all, if you see the title and it says, I'm gonna give you a prime example. I have 2 or 3 videos on how to sneak liquor on a cruise ship. And that's the title, how to get booze on a cruise. If you click on that knowing the video is about doing something that the cruise line frowns upon, why would you click it just to come on there and say some rude stuff? You know what I mean? Why would you click it on there? I don't get a lot of mean comments, but randomly I'll get something that has to do with race or weight. People want to get on there and call you names and stuff like that. And I used to do the whole I'm gonna delete your comment or whatever. It depends how bad it is. Sometimes I will clap back because you can't just come on here on my shit and say whatever you want and think I'm not gonna say something back to you.
Yeah.
And some people will be like, oh, you shouldn't do that because people read your comments and think you're bad. I'm like, then that's on them. I'd rather have 3 subscribers that love me than 10,000 that don't even like me.
Yeah.
So best believe if you come slick, I'm coming slicker with the oil. So, that's another thing I really don't like is people that come on and want to be rude and be racist or talk bad about you and stuff like that. It's not necessary. But I love YouTube for the fact that I can meet new people, that I can go on YouTube and look at the most random things, stuff that I like, and be entertained. I watch more YouTube than I do TV.
Wow.
I know that's right.
But
the next question is, what made you want to start a YouTube channel?
I originally started because I wanted to do sign language videos. That was what I started it doing. But then I sort of just kind of stumbled upon people vlogging, and I was really intrigued by just people's everyday normal life and what they did and where they went and what they ate. I used to like to watch haul videos. I like to see what people buy from the grocery store. And then I was just like, man, I wonder if I should do that. And it wasn't I thought I had an interest in life because usually day to day, I'm really not doing a whole lot. But I was like, well, maybe I can. That was in 2015. And I knew I was going on a cruise in 2016. So then I discovered cruise vlogs. And I was like, oh, I wonder if I could record my cruise. And I figured how that would be. So I just started watching a lot of cruise vlogs. And that's what made me decide I wanted to go into vlogging. So I started off slow, randomly vlogging if I was going to a store or going out or doing something. And it just kind of evolved from there. And now it's just it's a normal thing. Now it feels weird if I go 3 days without vlogging. I'm like, I should be vlogging something, even though I'm not really doing anything. And that's how I get to the random. I'm just sitting in the car talking, but I feel like I have a connection with the people who watch my channel. So I'm talking to them. You know, I've gotten so used to talking to the camera, thinking that people were talking back to me, but I know that they will in the comments and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good.
Okay. What do you like doing more on your channel? Vlogs, live streams, or cruise travel or meetups?
I like doing cruise vlogs the most because I just love being on a cruise ship. Like, I love being on the ocean and being out there like that. So, and I like just to show all the fun things because there's so many cruise vloggers out there, but it's crazy to see how everybody cruises differently. So I try to film things that I like to do that I think people would like to do as my demographic. You know what I mean? Like somebody in their mid 40s that don't have a lot of money but still want to enjoy life and have a lot of fun. So I'm trying to show you how I can do this balling on the budget, or you know, taking your family out, showing that as, you know, as Black people, we do travel, we do things, you know, because there's not a lot of African American, well, there's now travel bloggers, um but there really wasn't a whole bunch of them, but it's evolved so much now that there's a lot of them. But
Mm-hmm.
so I love to do travel vlogs because I love to be different places. Those are my favorite.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
Are you ready for the deep questions?
bring it on, baby.
All right. No. um, on your way to 10K, can you tell us how you're feeling? Like, are you nervous? Are you excited? What's going through your head as you're getting ready for this big milestone?
Today I hit 9,600. So I only got 400 more to go. I'm so
Yes.
excited.
Get it.
I'm very, like, I don't think anything will change, but you know, it's not like it's 100,000 or whatever, but I think just hitting a big milestone like that. Okay, so now I got like two numbers and a comma. You know, it's been like something that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I'm just really excited about it. We're gonna go live whenever it happens, and I got a whole like party plan. I'll be doing some giveaways on the live stream and just turning up with my girls who, you know, who are a big part of my channel. Like, is like my used to be Edna Bug was the name of my page.
Mm-hmm.
And because when I first started vlogging, nobody wanted to be a part of it. Everybody's like, "What are you doing? Stop filming me!" Da, da, da. And it slowly evolved to where they're like, "Oh, we vlogging today," so now they're more into it, and they have like their own group of admirers. You know, like some people I think come to my channel because they only want to see what JT doing or what Kish is doing. People love the dog. You know, if Joy's in there, she makes a lot of people happy that are dog people. Or if they see the baby girl on there, they like, oh, there goes Drew. There's some people that love my mom with her crazy self. You know, so you know, my son one time was in McDonald's and he said somebody was like, aren't you on YouTube with your mom? And he was like, yeah, you know, like, so people recognize different people that are a staple in my channel. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like they're their own type of celebrity. Like people love them. There's a little boy that watches us. Shout out to Mikey if him and his mom is here. He loves Kisha. And he was on a cruise with me over the summer, and his first question was, "Is Miss Kisha gone?" Because he wanted to see her. I had him video chatting with Kisha because you know that he loved to see her. So it's like it's not just me; like they're a major part of the channel, and I love that. And as we getting closer to 10,000, it's like this is like a major milestone that I've been waiting for, and I can't wait to see it and to just keep growing and growing because there's so much growth out there available
Mm-hmm.
for YouTube. And I would have loved to be like a full-time travel vlogger. You never know, I still might get there, you know, once we grow. I'm good with the chug along pace that we're coming at. I call it the little channel that could, because we're slowly growing and growing and growing. But there's some people that have been here since I had like 300 subscribers. And I'm like, I can't believe y'all really sit here and watch me every day for the last almost 7 years. It's a long time, you know?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Because
Wow.
I started in December of 2015. Like I really started vlogging then. And it's come a long way from there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want me to go to the second
I
one?
have it. Okay. So back then in December of 2016, can you tell us how easy back then it was to get monetized on YouTube?
Um, it was fairly easy then. And it was so easy, I didn't even know that you could be monetized. I found out months later that you could get monetized. But back then, you did have to have 1,000 subscribers. And I'm pretty sure, like, that was it. You just needed to get to 1,000 subscribers. And then you could apply for the partnership program.
Mm-hmm.
And they would send you, that little Google AdSense card in the mail. I don't know if they still do that with the code, and you had to put a code in, and then they would say, okay, now you're into the thing. And then once your videos hit like 1,000 views, then you start generating revenue from that. I don't know how much it's changed now. I really I'm so horrible with the analytics. Like I and I probably should because YouTube is a business, but I don't pay attention to all that. I check my subscriber count, and then usually somewhere between the 5th and 10th of the month, I check to see how much money I made that month, because I know that that's when it usually stops generating for me, and then I know that that's what I'll get, for the next month. But all the other stuff I'm so bad with, because that's not what I want to focus on. I've never been a math girl, so I don't want to know the percentage of people that watch me in the United States versus the people in Philippines.
Yeah.
That tripped me out when I first found out that I had subscribers like in other countries. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe people in the Philippines watch my channel and love it. You know what I mean? And follow me on Instagram and stuff like that. But so I don't recommend taking my approach from like not paying attention, because I know now it is more, you got to have a little bit more knowledge of what to do. But I really am a big believer in saying what I got to say, doing what I'm doing. I put it up there and I let the universe take over.
Okay. We have a question from Maggie. She said, how much money can you make on on YouTube?
Well, if you watch some of them bigger channels, you can make millions on YouTube.
Mm.
I'm not there yet. Me personally, my YouTube money, it varies. I would say on average, like a regular schmegular month, I'll make between $400 to $600. Just something like that. If I'm traveling, my views go up a lot more. If I'm going on a cruise, then I can typically expect to be, $1,000 or more. Honestly, it just depends, because cruise vlogs is what makes more for me than the regular vlogs. So those are they're like in a special jar. I know if I'm going on a cruise, that's a treat. Honestly, I'm very happy with the everyday regular month of just me doing vlogs, because that means my regular subscribers are watching. There's some people that they're only going to watch the cruise vlogs, and I'm fine with that. But I know my regular cruise, my regular subscribers will watch anything else that I post. It could be like, look at these new shoes I bought, and I'm talking for 20 minutes about a pair of shoes, and people are going to watch it, and they're going to comment, and they're really going to like it. And then if I know, okay, I'm about a cruise coming up, I'm going to announce it. That one's going to be more like a special bonus type of thing.
Mhm.
So I love the cruise vlogging, but I do like the regular, the regular thing.
Maggie says, "Wow, is it because of the likes or subscribers or views?"
It's a mixture of the views and the ads, I believe. You really have to ask somebody that knows more about how the algorithms work. I honestly don't know, but I have heard if they, the longer they watch an ad, you get a little bit more kickback. If they click on
Yeah.
something from the ad, then they might get a little bit more kickback.
Yeah.
But honestly, I have no idea. I have no idea how it works. I just know I put a video up, and the 21st of the month, if my videos did okay, there's gonna be a direct deposit coming around 12 o'clock. That's what I know. So I'm not the right person to ask how it all works, but I don't pay attention to it.
Okay. You think that's all right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay. With your channel reaching 10K, what can your followers expect?
Exact same thing. There will be no changes at all. Like I have to be authentically me. So what you see now is the same thing you'll see at 10,000. It could possibly be more trips if I can generate more money, because I usually will put a lot of my YouTube revenue back into the channel as far as booking another trip or doing something, because the travel is what I love and the travel is what pays more. So I'll do more of that. People like to see different things, like if they're going on a cruise or if I'm going on a land trip, a good place to eat or a good thing to do. So I will try to use that as means to help me do more things. So honestly, that's probably it, because I still try to make it a point to comment back on all the comments that I get. I try to make sure that I'm interacting with everybody and talking with everybody. What's up? Papa got your phone. See, real life. I get to get my first. I'll bring it when I'm done. So like that's important to me. That was something that I always paid attention to. With some people, like they won't comment back to people, and it's like, I know you have a few minutes you could set aside. If somebody's taking their time to leave you a comment, a real comment that they like, they really thought about, they really paid attention, you can give them a comment back. So that's always important. That's always important to me. But that's about it. Nothing will change. We still gonna be here acting the fool
And drinking.
Yeah.
and always. I'm so mad I can't get this bottle of wine open.
Oh, you gotta twist it, Edna.
No, the seal is not. You know how the seal is. You can't crack it. I even had my son trying, and he's strong.
Oh.
Did you try to hit it from the bottom?
I tried everything. I gave up.
Okay. Please explain in your opinion, the importance of supporting or showing your face as a creator.
On other channels?
Yes.
I think it's important because especially if it's people that watch your channel, but it also gives people confidence to keep going. Like nobody wants to be out here doing stuff and then nobody's paying attention to it.
Yeah.
If I go back and I look at a lot of my first uploads, a lot of them have like 17 views, 25 views, and it's like, I see how much now my channel has changed a lot and has grown so much. And I know that for me, I didn't have like this big community that we have now. So I had to navigate a lot of it by myself. So I think it's important to offer people encouragement, especially if I'm not doing anything. Or if I am busy, I can still put it on and you still get in my view, even if I can't be there to interact the whole time. But I will, I will be like, hey, I'm here. Leave a comment. I'm out doing something else, running behind these kids or whatever. And I'll come back in and still try to pop something in real quick. But if I know that you watch my channel, then I'm going to try to be supportive and go watch your channel back. And I say this a lot of times to people, and I don't mean it like in a rude way, but I like to be honest with people. So I'm like, I might not particularly be 100% interested in the type of content you put out, but that still don't mean I can't support you. I can still support you. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't take much to give somebody 10 or 15 minutes. That's going to help build up their view count. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I try to make sure I do that. And not to mention, it gives people a boost of confidence. Like I know if I go on a lot of channels. Like I'm telling you, I be channel hopping. I'm a YouTube hoe out here. I'm in all the communities.
Oh my God.
If I know somebody and I'm like, I really enjoy their channel, I'm going to go on their channel. And if they stop and talk to me, I'm just like, oh my God, I can't believe they talk to me, And I know that even though I don't think I'm like that popular, I know there are people that are excited if I say something to them. So I try to do that. And I try to make sure that I'm being supportive no matter what you're doing, especially if I really like you. I told Watson this, I'm like, I hate cooking. But I'm sitting here, I'm watching his cooking videos because I know he loves cooking and that makes him happy. So I want to watch his stuff. I'm sitting here watching Leo play wrestling games. I don't play games. I don't know who the people are. And I'm always asking you, I'm like, what's this game about? Are we saving the world? And you answer. And I'm like, what are we doing here? Explain it to me. But I know that you like that. And I know that I love you. I love your personality. So I'm going to watch it with you and I'm going to support you because that's what you want to do. Because I love when people support me. So there's tons of people that don't drink, but they will watch me make Jello shots. They watch me get drunk on Wine Down Wednesday and all that because they like me as a person. And I think that nothing is better than that type of support.
Amen. I love you.
Yeah.
I still love you.
Yes.
So much.
We have a question from the audience from Uniquely Lavish.
Yeah.
What are some changes that you have noticed while cruising since Pandorama started?
The pandemic. First of all, let me say to her, with them clothes she had on the other day, that red dress, honey, was fabulous.
Okay.
Anyway,
Yes.
Come through, red dress.
It was boobalicious. She was boobalicious up in there. I was jealous. So the changes, you got to wear a mask. That's probably the biggest change. Although now a lot of the cruise ships are changing that requirement. There's a lot less people on board, which I kind of like, but then I kind of don't like at the same time. It's nice because it's not as crowded, so you don't feel like you're going to get sick. But, a cruise is more turned up when there's a lot of people. I found that the way they do the muster drill, which is the safety drill, has been so much easier. So that helps. And they've been doing a lot more cleaning. They always clean the cruise ships, but now it's way more thorough. So that's a good thing that has happened since the pandemic.
Okay.
We have a question from the audience.
From the audience, your favorite couple. If you could travel anywhere in the world, what would be your destination?
I want to go to Alaska. I hate being cold, but I want to go to Alaska so bad. And I plan to go on an Alaskan cruise. My goal is to go next summer because this looks so beautiful. And I want to get on the boat and I want to whale watch. And that's my bucket list. So I want to go to Alaska. And I keep putting it off. And I'm going to book me one. I'm gonna go next year, hopefully. That's my ultimate goal.
Okay.
Is it cold in Alaska?
It is. I've heard that if you go, like, they only do cruises to Alaska between like May and like September. And that's the cruising season for Alaska. So some people will say it's really cold at the time. Sometimes it could be warm. It just depends on how the weather is feeling that day. but for the most part, it's cold. Like you gotta wear a coat and stuff when you go over there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I can't wait to see it. See, look, she popped up.
Hey, George.
Hey. He's
So
like, is there any food?
yeah, she probably want to go to the bathroom. We're gonna go for a walk in.
Oh, it's a she.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
a girl. Yeah.
How did you create and came up with the name Wind Down Wednesdays?
So me, Kisha, and Jennifer, we always, we was complaining one day, probably sometime last year, about whatever was going on in our life. Stressed out, job getting on your nerve, family getting on your nerve. So we always talk on Marco Polo, and we was like, we need to have it was going to be Wine Down Wednesday, like wine, WHINE, like we whining, we complaining.
Okay.
So we was like, you get one day a week to whine and cry bitch about your life. And for some reason, it was like, okay, Wine Down Wednesday. And then it just sort of turned into, oh, we should just go live and just drink our wine and talk and fuss. So we were going to have a topic every week, and it was going to be, our parents are getting old. So we were going to talk about the stress of having aging parents. We were going to talk about the stress of having grown children who still want to, want you to call the doctor for them or do something for them. They still want you to give them $50 every week, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But then it just turned into a free-for-all once we actually was live, because as you know, on a live stream, you can't control. People want to talk about stuff. People ask you questions, and it just turned into a Wind Down Wednesday, and let's just have some fun.
What's your favorite wine to drink?
I love Riesling. It's like a sweeter white wine, and I love Moscato.
Yes, for Moscato.
But a lot of times we also will have some liquor. So it's usually some JT loves Grey Goose vodka. I love rum. Maggie and now it has turned into people giving us super chats to take shots.
Oh.
So it's turned into that. So now anytime we get a super chat, we gotta take a shot.
Yes.
And now it's like, no, now we gotta go to work. So we be trying to cap it off. But it's a lot of fun. And we just love interacting with everybody. It's so much fun.
All right.
That's how that came about. It went from whining to drinking wine.
We have a question from the audience.
Hey, Dante.
Would you cruise from Greek
or any other country?
I would. I cannot wait to do that. I keep getting these crazy deals to cruise from Australia, and I would love to do that. We had plans to do things like that, but then the cancer hit, and then the pandemic hit, so all that got put aside. But that's my goal now, is to travel and do an international cruise, because I want to see other parts of the world. So
thank you.
That's going to be in 2024. One of the goals that I have is to travel abroad, to go overseas and travel Mediterranean.
Okay.
Yes,
honey.
Thank you.
You mind if we sing?
Yes.
All
right. And a one.
You want to sing with us?
You want to sing with us?
Of course.
Okay. And a 1, 2, 3, go.
We got a super chat. 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 We got a super chat now. We got a super chat. Hey, we got a super chat. 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 We got a super chat now. We got a super chat.
Hey.
Hey.
Thank you.
So this is why we gotta do karaoke on the cruise.
Yes.
Okay. We gotta find a trio group and sing one of their songs.
Maggie sing shot.
We should sing the super chat song for the cruise.
Yes.
Put a tip tray on the stage.
Okay.
Then we can
I have the next question.
Yes, you do.
Okay. All right, for the next question. So the next question is, speaking of Watson's channel, I came prepared for you.
Yes.
How was your experience being on Wanson's cooking show, and will we see you on there again?
That was so much fun. Let me tell you, it was so much fun. And it was nice to have other people on there to see like the different perspectives of how everybody likes to cook and all the ways that we were, cracking jokes and stuff like that. I would definitely come back on there if he was cooking something simple
Mm-hmm.
or something good. But I thought it was a fun concept, and I thought he would do really well with it. And it was a good success, and I had a great time, and it was fun to talk to the other ladies, and my ziti came out real good.
Yes, it did. And thank you for helping me out.
No, that was a lot of fun.
Yes. All right. So I think well, no. All right. So,
I have another question.
yeah. So take that one and then I'll go to this one.
Oh, why I can't be last?
I
I thought I had the last question.
Because this one is the question everybody waiting for.
Oh, so they're
Yeah.
not waiting for mine?
There might be.
Oh.
They wait, and I'm waiting for it.
Well, we might have to wait 5 more minutes. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, yeah, my question will be first then. Okay, so my last question for you is, how did you know what you wanted your channel to be about?
I still don't know what I want my channel to be about. There's no possible way that I could have a one niche channel. It's not in my personality to stick to one thing. So I wanted my channel to be about me and my just everyday regular life. And that's what it's about. So it might be, I got a flat tire and now I'm cussing somebody out to figure out how to fix my tire. It could be me, taking my husband to chemo and dealing with his death very publicly like we did.
Mm-hmm.
His memorial service was live streamed because so many people had a connection to him. And I felt like they needed to see how we memorialized him as well. They felt a part of our life. Um, if I want to make something, if I want to drink something, or if I want to go somewhere, that's what I want it to be about. So it's literally Edna's world. It's about my life. It's about my family, the kids, the dog, everything.
So when can we expect the Edna's World TV show? I see it
Tell
in the
somebody,
works.
Yes.
tell somebody to come and sign me up. I would be with it. But it's weird how it all kind of evolved, and I put out what I want people to know. There's a lot of things that I don't put out there, and that eventually I might. But certain things you can't know everything. You can know most of it. I'm usually a pretty open book. So like it's typically what you see is what you get. So if it's a mess on the floor, kids are running around, you see my niece walked in, that's our life. And I used to worry about everything in the vlogs, like, oh my god, people are going to see that we're yelling or we're cussing or we're arguing. But I'm like, this is us. You have to either take it or leave it. And if it's
Yeah.
not for you, I understand, and I will be fine if you don't want to be here. But if you want to be here, then we love you for being here, and we're gonna love you. And it's funny because I always say I'm like a introverted extrovert. Like when I want to be with people, I want to be with people. When I don't, then
Yeah.
leave me alone for a minute.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I love to just like meeting everybody and talking to everybody. It's the best. There's so many different people in the world, and you get to hear about their life and their background. People share. When my husband was going through the cancer, I found out so many other people were going through cancer, and it helped them, get through their issues. When I had COVID, I'm vlogging, I'm doing COVID, I'm barely breathing, I'm blue, I look crazy, but it helped other people get through to see how we handled it, some of the things that we did.
Mm-hmm.
If I could be an inspiration of any type of way to anybody, then I think my job on this channel has been accomplished. even if it's just trying a new drink or figuring out that you can use your McDonald's app to get a free coffee once a week.
Yeah.
No, if I can help somebody do anything, then my job is done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm good with that.
Okay.
Okay. She said that's what it's about, honey. Okay.
Yeah.
Pisces power.
Yes.
Okay. What they know about that Pisces, honey?
They don't know nothing because we got 20 days till Pisces season. Let's go.
Okay, let's get it.
We turning up for 30 days.
Yes.
All Pisces season. We acting a fool.
Okay.
All right. So, all right. So tell us about Groupcation, your next cruise and Groupcation, which is in August.
Yes. So Groupcation came about. Me, Kitchen, Jennifer, when we took that first momcation, it was we want to go on vacation, no work, no husbands, no kids, just the girls. So, and we were told we could do momcation every 3 years. We could take a trip without our husbands. And then once that vlog came out, everybody was like, that was so much fun. So then like the next year was like, oh, we should do Groupcation where everybody can come.
Mm-hmm.
There was some people that was like, I would love to cruise with y'all and travel with y'all. So I'm like, okay, let's do Groupcation. And we did the first Groupcation in 2020, and several subscribers booked the cruise and came, and we had a great time. So we wanted to keep doing that. So now this Groupcation 2022 is on the Carnival Elation, and it's leaving from Port Canaveral, Florida, August 11th through the 15th. It's a 4-night cruise going to Nassau, Bahamas, and Half Moon Cay, which is Carnival's private island.
Princess Keys.
Is it Princess? Oh,
Princess Keys.
Okay. The last one was Half Moon. That's why. They got 2 private islands. Look, see, I don't even know. I don't even be caring where they go when it's in a group because I just want everybody to be together. We're gonna I hopefully we will have a great time. We're gonna just be doing some group activities of like meet and greets, and I always love to do a slot pull and a bar crawl, and just all the other regular activities that'll be on the cruise. And it's just a good way to have a vacation, but to meet new people. We have like over 40 people already that are going to be going. And it's just going to be a wonderful time, and it's a good amount of time, not too long, so you don't got to take a lot of time off work, but you're getting a vacation. It's going to be in August, so it's going to be crazy hot, which is the best time to travel, I think, because I love the heat, and I love to just get people together, and it'll be like you'll meet people now that you would have never met before, but you realize how much you have in common.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
And we have a Facebook group that we can interact on and everything. And I'm always so humbled and grateful that people are going because they want to meet me. People are spending their hard-earned money. They're choosing to take their vacation with me. And that's like, wow, I can't believe that. Like, I just like when you guys said you were going, I was just like so excited, and I'm like, I can't believe that you're going to take your time, and it's not cheap. You gotta get to Florida. You gotta get a hotel. You gotta pay for this cruise. You gotta pay for entertainment that you might want to do. And I feel like I don't feel obligated to make sure you have a good time, but I feel like for me, I want to make sure that you have a good time. This is your first cruise, and my goal is to make you love cruising as much as I do, because I feel like everybody should love to get on a cruise ship, and like you're doing all of that like because you want to, but also because I'm like, come on and go with me, and that type of fellowship is like amazing, So I'm very excited about Groupcation, and I'm happy that this pandemic is starting to get its life together a little bit. So now the cruise ships, they're starting to relax the mask mandate that they had going. So hopefully by August we might not have to wear them the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, we're gonna have fun no matter what. And we're gonna turn up and we're gonna love and we're gonna cry because I always cry. But it's still gonna be such a good time, you know? It's gonna be so much fun. We're gonna turn up and we're gonna act the fool.
First, that's
Your first. Let's get the addiction begin.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the first cruise we'll ever be on, so this
Yes.
is a amazing experience. That we're
It's like
Welcome in, Carol. How
Miss
are you?
Carol. I love Miss Carol.
Yeah, shout out to all the people that are
She
coming
made
in.
me cry too because when we cruised last summer and Miss Carol lives in Texas and we were in, I think it was Galveston, but she drove like 45 minutes at like 10 o'clock at night just because she said that there was no way me, Kitchen, Jennifer could be in Texas and she not meet us. And she drove, her and her dog drove all the way over there to meet us. And that was like, that is what gets me about YouTube, that I can't believe that she would want to drive just to give me a hug.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And that just it tore me up. I'm literally like crying and bawling because she always watches the videos. You know, she always leaves the best comments. And then to be able to meet her in person and know that she wanted to meet us. And then, you know, she got to meet Maggie. And we got to hang out with Santi, who's another she's a gun YouTuber.
Mm-hmm.
As a YouTube, like she wanted to meet us, and she's like, "I'm gonna take y'all around Texas." She picked us up, and she drove us around all day, and we got to get, you know, see so many different things. And the fact that people do that because, you know, they have that type of connection to me is crazy. Like I can never believe it. I can never get over something like that. You know, it's just, it's like amazing, and they're always like, you know, I can't believe I met you. I'm like, no, I can't believe I met Miss Carol. You know, like I met Miss Carol Frank. Everybody loves Miss Carol Frank, even though they just know her from her comments.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but that's the type of thing that's crazy to me. It's a beautiful thing.
Okay.
Yes.
Welcome in, Keith. He said, salute to my big brother Information Man Show for recommending me to check out this channel. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so
Hopefully
much.
everybody that's here.
Make sure you check out our guest Edna's World.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Can get one of the mods to drop the link. Thank you so much. So for those that would
Everybody
like to
subscribes to your channel.
Yes.
That came over here because, you know, we're gonna get you everybody together.
So for those that would like to book groupcation, who do they go to and where can they go?
So I have a linked video on my main page. I believe if you go on my channel, it should be a cruise with me, like a video popped up, and all the information is on there. They can go on Facebook and look for Edna's World, and, you know, join my Facebook page, and then there's information on there. Or they can inbox me on Instagram, which is EdnaBug_.
Mm-hmm.
Or they can email me ednabug75@gmail.com, and I can give them the information on the dates and everything, and I can give them the number and email to Leslie, who's my travel agent, and she can give them exact pricing, because, you know, like, everybody's price will be different based on where you live, the type of cabin that you want, and all that type of stuff. So I can't tell you how much it'll cost, but she can, because she can look it up for you, and exactly if you want an inside cabin or balcony or suite or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So she would have the exact pricing for that. But if you find me on anything, all of my information is on my info page, my about page on my channel. And I can get you hooked up with her to get all the information.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. So, all right. Keith Winston says definitely a great channel. Thank you so much. All right. So
Yeah.
guys, You're still free to ask questions. At this time, we're going to showcase Edna's World's channel, guys.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh, yes.
All right. Okay, so we're good. All right. Okay. So let us share.
Share. You guys are awesome. I appreciate y'all for doing this.
It
You're welcome.
says Edna's World, guys. As you can see, she is very close to that 10K. Come on, let's get her there.
Okay. Get it.
Yes.
What?
It says live travel and vlogs. All right. And you can follow her on Snapchat, Instagram, and also her Facebook group. And she's also on TikTok. I don't know how Edna keep up with all this social media, honey. Listen, she's also a monetized channel. So go over and join her membership. She has balling on a budget. Yes. And she says she has bougie couponer, and VIP. So go over and join her membership, guys. Support her, guys, because she will support you. She will give you great content. All right. And if you know you want your cruise exclusive and love to see cruises, go over and watch her videos. You'll see all of her vlogs on her cruising and also her random vlogs. You guys will also see. Yeah. All right, guys. And her Wind Down Wednesdays with her and JT and Kisha right there, guys. So go check it out. And also, this is her other cruise announcement where she's going in January of next year. Okay, her recent travel, which was recently this year when she went on Carnival Conquest. So check that one out, guys. All right, and then I believe if you did her, she also did a video on Groupcation. If you go further down, all right, let's see here. Hold on, let me find it to show you guys.
Yeah, I gotta fix that. I think it only shows up for people who are not subscribed to my channel. It shows up first. I need to put it for everybody.
Yeah,
so they can see it because it's like far down. I'm gonna switch that.
Yeah, but guys, if you go through the videos, you'll also see the Groupcation vlog, the Groupcation video, and everything. But this is Edna's World, guys. Also, she does make t-shirts and cups and stuff, so you can hit her up on Instagram and you can get a t-shirt or a cup made, guys. So make sure you check her out on Instagram and Facebook and join her Facebook group. She also does Vlogmas. You can also check out some of those videos. Here you guys can see this is the New York meetup, and this is also another New York meetup, guys. So we're in this video, in one of these videos somewhere, guys. So you can check that out as well. See right here, yes, hanging out with House of X, right there.
Is you hanging out with the House of X or no?
So check it out. Check it out, guys. Check it out. All right. So go apart and be a part of Edna's World.
Yes, we have fun there.
So let us thank you, Maggie.
Oh,
thank you so much. We're gonna sing in a minute. Also, let us we're gonna share her Instagram, guys. So this is her Instagram right here where it says Edna's World. That beautiful picture right there. It's Edna Bug. All right, _. So go over and follow her. You can ask any questions you want. Make sure you be polite now.
That's
all right. So
my block finger strong.
Yes. Edna, I want this shirt, Edna.
I actually have it written down. I'm going to Michael's tomorrow because I have to make that shirt for Maggie and Wanda. They're going on a cruise on my birthday and I'm making them wear shirts with my name. And I have your 2 sizes that you told me, and I'm getting your shirts tomorrow, actually.
Thank you.
Yes, I do. I people tell me things and I do things, but it has to be in my time because I got so much going on.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous how much stuff that I have going on right now with the Groupcation and my daughter's wedding and my birthday and my son's birthday, like everything. So
yes, as you guys can see, she has some of her travel experiences, pictures of her family and folks that she may have met on YouTube. So guys, and also there us go, and also you will also see Meet and I up here, guys. She also met me and I, guys. So
I love them so much.
Go over and connect. Go over and connect to Edna's World, and also there's JT and Kisha right there. All right, and then this is when we went to Rockefeller Center at the Tree, guys. Yeah, so go and follow her on Instagram. Please. And if you have Snapchat, Twitter, also
everywhere.
On TikTok. Yes. Okay. Okay, wait, hold on. I get a shirt. Maggie said, can she get a shirt? We got to sing for Maggie. Maggie, thank you so much for your donation.
Yeah, honey.
Yes.
It's coming,
all right.
Maggie. You know it's coming.
All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
And 1, 2, 3, go. We got a super chat. 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 We got a super chat now. We got a super chat. Hey, we got a super chat. 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 We got a super chat now. We got a super chat. Hey,
Hey.
thank you, Maggie.
Thank you,
All right.
Maggie.
Well, we're back in the building. Thank you, Kayla Mar.
We're gonna
All
go on
right.
a walk, guys.
Okay, I know you have to walk the dog.
No, I'm not. I'm just. She's going in the backyard. I just got to walk downstairs.
All
Keep
right.
talking.
Okay. All right, guys. So if there's anyone else in the
Does anybody have any questions before we wrap the interview up?
yes.
And thank you for all the people that came and pressed like and shared out. We greatly appreciate that.
Yeah. Does anyone else have any questions? For our guests, love my girls and my boys. Thank you so much, Maggie. You are amazing, and thank you to all those that came.
Sorry. See, this is real life around here.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
But
what
this
happens. Come on.
This is
This is what you
Edna's
get on my
world.
channel. You get the random. I accidentally shut off the camera. I gotta let the dog out in the dark. This is what you get around here. You get real life.
Monty
At
said
all
drive
times.
safely. Yes. Thank you. Thank you
wait.
so much.
I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. We can hear you.
Am I muted?
No, you're not muted.
I can't hear you.
I think you might have
Hold on.
You might have lost service.
I can't hear you.
You might
Why
have lost
can't I
service.
hear you?
Bella said we have a question.
We have a question from the audience. You might have to go back out and come back in.
Hold on. You can hear me?
Yeah.
Why can't I hear you? That's so weird.
You might have to go back out and come back in.
What advice would I give to my younger self on YouTube? I would probably say to just do. Don't be scared. There was a lot of times I was scared to do certain things, worrying about how people would see me and judge me and stuff like that. So I didn't do certain things that I wanted to do. So I would say to never be scared to do something that you want to do, because you never know how it's going to help somebody. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. I don't understand why I can't hear you.
Go back out and come back in.
You said go out and come back in?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, guys, give her one moment. She's gonna go out and come right back in, guys. So if you have questions, you can still drop them. If you have questions, you can still drop them. We're just gonna welcome everyone in. OMG, so me. Okay. Yes, thank you all so much for being here. Hey Bella, how are you? Welcome in, welcome in. All right. Thank you all so much for being here. Okay, I guess it's back. All right.
All right.
Yes.
That was so weird. Sorry about that.
It's okay. It's okay. So, do we have any more questions?
No. Hey, Boss Life Online.
Hey, Boss Life Online. Thank you so much for being here. Well, guys, Edna, this was amazing. Thank you so very much. So very much.
Thank you. You guys are amazing, and you do so much. And y'all, you talking about you don't know how I do all the stuff I do. I don't know how you do all the stuff you do. And I hope that everybody that's here that came from my channel, I hope they will subscribe to House of X. I hope they will subscribe to Yo, it's your boy Leo. I hope they will subscribe to Watson Yes Honey, because y'all are not only managing one channel, you're managing 3 channels. I can barely get I can barely keep my one channel going.
We have a question from the audience about question to us, not to the guests. Okay, yeah.
Maggie know everything about me already.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Well, Maggie, House of X started back in 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah, we started.
Well, eventually I had House of X in 2008, but it was a drag house at the time.
Yeah.
When me and Watson got together, we came together and turned it into an entertainment company.
Yes.
Because we was doing the drag shows at the time. So we would be in charge of paying the girls to come out to perform and in charge of the music. So I would like be the DJ. We were in charge of promoting and stuff like that. So
so we were more so like promoters.
Yeah.
And renting out like a club and a bar, you know, to have a show and give people an opportunity to perform. And then we decided to kick it up a notch, but when COVID had hit is when we had decided, you know, we needed to bring it on live stream. And we were recommended by the person that designed our website to start a YouTube channel. You know, so if you haven't visited our website, which is houseofxentertainment.com, you can find some of our merch on there. Also the about section. You'll also get the history about the channel, and also on the front page you have all 3 channels. It's my channel, It's Me Watson Is Honey, Your Boy Leo, and then also House of X Entertainment. So that's how House of X Entertainment came about. Thank you so much, Carla. Thank you so much. Yeah, so if we can get I know we may have a mod or mods in here. If we can get the mod to drop all 3 channels, guys, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys. Yes. This was amazing, Edna. I can't wait for us to turn up for Groupcation.
Yes.
Okay, is we turning up or no?
Yes.
Oh, definitely turn up.
Yes, this
4
was
days
amazing.
straight.
Yes. Thank all of you guys so much for coming. Tune in on tomorrow. We are back on the Exclusive Show with another interview with Coco TTV. So make sure you guys are there. All right, guys. So we're at the House of X Entertainment.
And we stay entertaining.
I'm Wanston.
And I'm Leo.
And I love
I'm
you guys.
Edna.
Yes, it's none other than
Just put
Edna.
me in the house. I'm in the house now.
Yes. So, guys, we love y'all. Stay blessed. Stay turned up. And you know we stay entertaining. So see you guys tomorrow.
God bless you guys.
Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
We love you.
You're welcome.
Love you more.
Hey, turn me up a little. Yeah.
Hey, let me get a little more of that
They
money,
know who
man.
we at, man.
How big, what it is,
Yeah.
man. You know what I'm saying?
Just stay
Time,
entertained.
about to hit, baby.
Yeah. We stay entertaining. Yeah. Hey, we stay entertaining. Hey, we stay entertaining. We stay entertaining. Yeah. Now turn me up, baby. Now turn me up. We stay entertaining. Yeah. Hey, we stay entertaining. Hey, we stay entertaining. We stay entertaining. Yeah. Now turn me up, baby. Now turn me up. Hey, we stay entertaining. Now go and check the ratings. We got them up through the ceiling like elevators. House of X in the building, go going crazy. This shit was made for television. Pass the remote, baby. Now going